We just came to Orange County to visit my sister and brother-in-law and their new baby. And we came down here to watch the sunset and play some games on the grass. This is my brother-in-law Paul, my sister Brisa.
Oh, that's right. I dropped it.
And you guys have met my brother Dallin over there with the crippled arm. We call this game 3-sack whack, so you have to get 3 hits with the ball, and then
you smack them.
The person who can get the ball after 3 hits tries to peg someone with it, get them out.
So if my throws are bad, that's why.
1, 2, 3.
Didn't that toe touch? That toe touch? No!
Sun is setting. Out there is Catalina Island. We used to sail there a lot when I was younger and stay on the boat out there for a little summer vacation.
Sunsets are a beautiful way to end the day.
Yeah, they are.
Is that profound? Look at that.
Welcome to 6:15 a.m. on our second week of our internal medicine rotation. We have kind of just settled into the rhythm of this new rotation. We have about a 45-minute commute to the hospital, so we're going to be leaving right now. We pretty much just throw whatever we have available into the cooler for food. We had some leftover dinner from last night and some other snacks, some nuts and granola bars.
Some PB&Js.
Sable made some PB&Js. And then we usually have some oatmeal or smoothies in the morning for breakfast. All right, let's get going. I cannot help but be super annoyed pretty much every time we leave the parking garage because there are gazillion speed bumps and it takes us forever to get out of the parking garage, but it's just something that we have to live with.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes.
During the first 2 years of medical school, you're studying for USMLE Step 1. During the 3rd year of medical school, you're studying for USMLE Step 2.
So we are doing practice questions again. We just pull them up on our phone. It's super convenient that they have an app, so you can just do the questions on your drive. So I basically just read them aloud while Jaden drives, and then we both contemplate for a while, and then we'll pick an answer and see how it goes. And we usually do like 10 questions on our drive, so we get a little bit of studying out of the way in the morning. The nice thing about studying for step 2 is the questions aren't bogus. They're very clinically applicable. So the stuff that we're learning in the hospital, the management decisions that we're making for our patients are the type of questions that we're practicing. So it's actually really helpful.
We have hot air balloons on our commute this morning.
Hot air balloons! It's my dream to one day fly in a hot air balloon. There goes my backpack, right there. You can see it out of the corner of my eye.
You can see it out of the corner of your eye?
It's fucking...
Alright, so we typically meet with the resident doctors first and they'll assign us some patients to go over. So then you'll sign in and review the patient's medical records, find out why they came in, how long they've been here, what diagnoses they have, what they're being treated for, and then you see if there's been any changes since the previous day, if there's been any procedures or imaging or tests done. Once you feel comfortable with the story on the patients that you're supposed to follow, then you go and see the patients, you do a physical exam on them, and you ask them how they're feeling and gather information on them that you then will report to the attending physician later on. We're at the cafeteria. Actually, we're outside the cafeteria eating some lunch. They had some vegetarian options today. It's kind of hit or miss with hospital cafeterias on whether or not you're going to be able to eat anything, or at least for us, because of the way that we eat.
Yeah, today actually they're doing like catered food this whole week, so In-N-Out is on the menu, but obviously we can't do In-N-Out with the way we eat. So luckily they had some baked potato, vegetarian chili, and broccoli today.
Being on our internal medicine rotation, we're reminded every day
that?
We basically spend all day dealing with patients with chronic health problems. A lot of them that can be affected by lifestyle. They can be improved and reversed by lifestyle.
Yes.
So it's a very frank reminder that we need to be conscious of the lifestyle decisions we make. So
Lifestyle decisions are really important. What you put on your plate and what you buy when you go to the grocery store are life and death decisions.
do that.
Right? For us, a few tips or a few things that we do to try and stay healthy during our day at the hospital, if it's like, you know, a 12-hour shift or something like that, and there's not a whole lot of other time in the day to be able to exercise. Some of the things that we do at the hospital is we try and eat outside. So we'll take our food, we'll eat outside, get a little bit of sunlight and fresh air. When you're going in between floors, we try to take the stairs instead of the elevator. If they have computer stations that go up and down, try and put it to the standing function if you're writing patient notes so that you spend more time standing instead of sitting.
Then when it comes down to food, if you're packing your own lunch or if you're eating at the cafeteria, just pack as many vegetables as you can. I mean, sometimes it'll seem like you're not packing a meal, you're just packing individual food items, but it becomes a meal. So like right now we're eating potato and broccoli and chili, and all together it ends up being like a filling, nice meal. And then we always grab some fruit. So you can make do no matter what. There's always, you know, those pre-made salads that we can grab if there's nothing on the hot menu that we can eat. So you can always make do. People think it's harder than it actually is. So there's always something you can find to eat somewhere that's a healthy option, that's not processed, that doesn't have any, you know, meat or dairy. There's always something you can do.
All right, so I finished rounding on the patients this morning, and then we went and we talked to the attending physician about all of the patients on our team. So it's me and 3 other residents. And then we went and saw some of the patients with the attending physician that needed further care. And after that, we made changes to their notes and documentation. Then we grabbed some lunch. Now we just got a call from the ER that there is a patient that needs to be admitted to the internal medicine team, so I'm going to be headed to the ER to take a history from this patient. Sable and I get off at the same time. Other days we don't. Today, for example, I got off a little bit early, and so I'm just hanging out in the car. Oh, and Sable just got here.
Hi.
It's raining today, and it's like so nice in the car, just listening to the raindrops quietly.
It's cold outside.
Just kidding. All right. Now we are headed home. Hopefully we'll be able to do something fun today. I've been wanting to go to the climbing gym for like a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Sable's been shutting me down.
You know, I just haven't been in the mood for it lately, but it's a super cold and rainy day today, so it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a good day. There's nothing else you can do outside. On days when it's raining or it's dark and we can't go to the beach or we don't have time to make it to the beach, I love coming to the climbing gym because it's like fun exercise. This is the local climbing gym that we go to. They have a slack line and then they have more wall down there. This is a bouldering gym. So there are no ropes or harnesses. Basically, you're just trying to climb to the top of the route, and the routes are color coded. So like, for example, you can see over here that, here we'll pick this easy one, right? So these are all green holds right here, right? And so the idea is you start with the hold that has the tape on it. That's where you start with your hands while your feet are on the wall. And then you have to make it to the last hold that has that same color tape. And in between, you can only use the green holds. And the routes are all rated at different levels of difficulty from V0 and up. So they get harder and harder as you go up in number, from V0 to V1, V2, V3. So anyways, you'll see Sable and I doing a little bit of climbing.
but Jaden said he's losing circulation in his toes, so it might be a little too
A
tight.
little too tight. Now we are headed to meet my family for dinner. It's getting close to Christmas time, so we're starting to see some lights, and this place does a really good job. Cilantro, lime, rice, black beans.
Are you sure it's not fake chicken?
Some onion.
Vegan chicken means it's fake chicken.
Hey?
I'm pretty sure it's fake
Hey,
chicken.
Shiloh. Sable, what did you get?
I got a steak corn bowl with adobo tofu.
Nice. We just finished dinner, and now we're walking through an artificial blizzard.
I know, I like doing it.
What is it? What is it? Is it water or? I think it's bubbles. I think it's just bubbles.
You don't want to inhale.
Only having about one more week of our internal medicine rotation, and then we have Christmas break. We're going to Hawaii. We're really stoked.
We're going with my whole family, so that's going to be legendary. It's been a while since we've all done a trip together, so I'm so stoked. Especially to be in our favorite place in the world is going to be incredible.
It's been more than a year since we have been, so it's going to be nice to be back. So stay tuned for a Hawaii video.